COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even have a snack. Hey, coronavirus, I want my life back.
Happy Tuesday to you. Tuesday, right? It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Sorry, I asked the same question yesterday. It is isolation brain. I haven't checked in with you guys really to see how you're feeling in the last little while with isolation, your anxiety, your stress. So right now, very quickly, I want on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being miserable, depressed, and 10 being good, great, fantastic. Start telling me, what are you from 1 to 10? And I know it's good. And again, remember, we're like 30 seconds behind or something like that with the comments. So start populating the comments. Where are you? How are you today? Are you a 1 or are you a 10? I'll tell you, I'm a 10 right now. I'm a 10. What do you got? Okay, there we go. We got some here. Paula is a 6. Okay, that's acceptable. Susan, 3. 3 for Susan. What else we got there, Parker? Throw them up. Donna Bishop is a 6. Okay, Patricia, 100. You can't. Well, if you're 100, you're 100. There you go. An 8 from Anne. A 10 with a heart from Linda. I'm just trying to keep up with all these. All right. Okay, you know what? Okay, so generally it looks as though people are 6 to 10. Looks like 6 to 10. And Meredith, you know what? You're feeling it like everyone else, right? Meredith's saying she's a 3, but my heart hurts for the world. And we're with you, but you know what? Got to keep positive. So much better in this world. There's so much more positive in this world than there is negative. And that's why I want to check in with you once in a while. So it's not bad. I'm pretty proud of you guys. And for those of you who are below the 6, we're with you. You're with family right now. Okay, let us switch gears. In fact, you know what? I'll tell you what. At the end of the show, let's talk a little bit about what's happening in the States, okay? It's on everyone's mind. It's hard to avoid. But we'll do that at the end of the show because I want to dedicate this show to distraction and fun. We need that. Okay. I'm grateful for a good meal, says Debbie. That would be nice, Debbie. Just bring it here. Bring it over. What else are you grateful for, everyone, this morning? I cannot get that out of I'm sorry, I was a morning man. 27 years. Hold on, I'm just waiting. Waiting for the gratefuls now. I know it takes us like 30, 45 seconds. There we go. Pam, I'm grateful for the technology to keep in touch with friends and family, but I need Winston to learn more. What do you need to know? I'll find out. We'll get Winston on, okay? What do you need to know? Grateful it rained. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I was out and it was beautiful. Lightning last night. That was fantastic. I'm grateful for my diamond work. Grateful for this show, Rick. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for you too, because I know you're a regular. I recognize that. All right, give me about 3 or 4 more. Grateful for the dinner I made. I'd be grateful if it were here as well. Grateful for all you guys, everybody on the message board. Why do we do this? Grateful. If you're just joining us, we do this because this is one way to try and keep positive. And this is one way to chase away the stress and the anxiety. So that's why we do this every day. And I encourage you to do it more than once a day. It's just recognize something you're grateful for. It helps take away that stress and anxiety. Okay, we've got something today that I think is going to help de-stress you and take away that anxiety. And if you follow me on Twitter, you already met our next guest because he posted this just a couple of hours ago.
Highlight reel, pre-game warm-ups.
This is what he does. And he's amazing. I don't know how he does it. And wait until you see some of the other things he does as well.
Oh, I know I hit my phone, but it still worked. You know what I'm saying? We're ready to go. Live tonight. Highlight reel.
His name is Ryan Pawlowski, and he joins me from his backyard in Sudbury this evening. Ryan, man, I don't know how you do that. Amazing.
Well, I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for having me on your show. It's a surreal moment for me. Very grateful for this moment.
Grateful. That's what was that? Okay, okay. Somebody's honking here. Sorry about
Yeah.
that. I'm grateful as well that you agreed to join me. I just happened upon you. I was going through my feeds and I saw it, and I'm watching it, and I watched some more and watched some more and watched some more. What exact? How did you do this? How did you get into this?
It started like when my first son Benjamin, he was about 6 months, so I just jokingly kind of do it with him, and he'd get a laugh. And then as he got progressively got older and older, he started watching Peppa Pig, Mother Goose Club, so the Sports Center, TSN, all those shows kind of got watched in my life. So I created my own highlight reel. So I would just do a shot, send it to my friends on Snapchat. They would laugh. So it went on for about 2 years, and then when we had our second son Ashton, I kind of stopped for 2 years. And this January, someone sent me a message saying like, "You got to bring this back," because they showed me a video, and then I created this one shot, and then it just led to a lot more, like just bigger and better and funnier. So I'm just riding the wave right now, riding
Okay.
the wave.
Before I ask you any more questions, I want to show people a few of your highlight reels. All right, so here we go. Take a look at this. Oh man, what was that one last? My question is, how many times before you got it pat down? We're going to talk about that. Who made that
Yeah.
comment? Because we're going to answer that. Who was that? Charity. We're going to answer that question in just a moment. Question though, before we go any further, you're in Sudbury. Sudbury's a
Yeah.
Montreal town. It's a Habs town,
Okay.
uh, or it could be a Leaf town. You know, you're in Ontario, but you've got a Nick Foligno shirt. You're wearing a Columbus hat. What gives?
Uh, Nick has been a big help for the highlight reel. He's one of my friends. He's literally shares every day my video he retweets it every day on Twitter. He always has something positive to say about my shots. He encourages me. He's just a true role model to the city of Sudbury. So it was a very honor for me to wear his jersey and represent for all he does, his family does for the city.
Well, that's great. That's great. So a shout out to Nick right now, who is not doing anything, I guess. Eh? Has he talked to you about what he's doing with the
Yeah,
season?
I think he's getting ready to go now that they kind of have somewhat of not it's not set in stone, but they like have something kind of ready to go.
Yeah.
So he's back in training and ready to go because they want to go on a cup run.
All right, let's talk about this now. Um, when did you first realize that you had this talent? And it is a talent.
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, I would say like 5 years ago, I really started seeing it, but then I stopped when we had the second kid. It was just really busy with two jobs and managing, like, it was just a lot to do to add that extra time. So I kind of took a few years. And then in February, I kind of realized I put one shot that was deep in the bush. And that's when I realized that I can get more creative as we go along.
Yeah, because I mean, it's hard enough to do it just wham, wham, wham.
Yeah.
But then you're bouncing it off things and ricocheting. How do you see this in your mind?
Honestly, I do see it in my mind. If say if it's gonna go off the kids' play structure, I envision where it's gonna kind of land. And my biggest problem, I'll tell you, is I'll take 10 shots. So then after 10 shots, I see it bouncing kind of in this area. So now I'll move the net to that area. So then now at my next shot, it will land where the net was. So it's always been my biggest problem, but I always envision where it's going to land, how it's going to bounce, especially when I'm doing the bounce shots. I probably got about a 40-yard, 45-yard range on my arm if I'm going backwards. So and I'm pretty accurate when it's I feel more accurate when it's long distance. And that
birds in the background where you are, and I've got sirens in the background where I am.
A bit of a different sound, more peaceful in Sudbury.
This is amazing, and the mayor actually wanted to be here tonight, but he right now is actually doing something else virtually. But he wants to congratulate you because you're representing the city as well. We're seeing the Big Nickel there. We're seeing Ramsey Lake. We're seeing Science North. We saw everything.
Yeah, well, I appreciate his support, and if he wants to allow me to drop a ball off Brady Square down into the little area, I would love to do that.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to see what we can do.
Yeah, perfect.
That would be amazing. Brady Square, for those of you who don't know, is actually where Sudbury City Hall is downtown, and you think you could do that? You think? And it's about what? I'm guessing it's about a 10-story building, 8-story building. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. So you think you could do that?
Oh yeah. It might take a few tries. It's not gonna get. Well, maybe I'll get lucky and get it first try, but you never give up on something. So.
Okay.
I'd love.
Now, earlier Charity had asked the question, yeah, but how many times does it take to get down pat? You sent me some video, and if you were just watching the highlight reel on your one of your accounts, you'd say, wow, that guy's amazing. But it takes work, it takes time, and a lot of times it can take exercise as well.
Oh, definitely. It's not just the shooting. To me, it's the in-between part that's way tougher than the shooting. There was one that I did at a rock cliff, so we wanted to get it at sunset. My brother-in-law moved in with us, so I wanted to get it, so I brought one ball. So this rock cliff was huge, and it was like a sand walking up. So I'd take one shot, miss, go all the way down the hill because couldn't reach up, run all the way back up, take the shot. So I didn't get the shot that night. I remember that feeling. I'm very competitive, and I don't like to lose. So I remember that night, it was like a bitter taste in my mouth. The next day, I ended up hitting the shot, and it was a good feeling.
Okay, so let's take a look at the video you sent me. So this hill was where?
This is on Regent Street. There's a gully. Trying to think if you know where Tony V's is Pizza. Our Lady of Hope Church is kind of up.
Okay, yeah. And for those of you who aren't familiar, Sudbury is nothing but hills, and twists and turns. Yeah, okay.
So it was just a big gully, and I drive by it every day for work, and I always see it, and I'm like, you know what, that'd be the perfect spot.
Okay.
So yeah, it was.
So tell.
It was a workout.
Yeah. Oh, you missed there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what are you doing, Parker? What? Oh, Parker wants to try something. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on, he's rewinding. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, okay. It works better with music. Okay. Yeah, I can hear it building up. Okay, so you're just. Oh, you're coming so close.
Oh yeah, there's a few times that were close, but there's also times that I didn't let go of the ball, so it landed 25 feet behind me. But it was just the will not to quit.
Now you brought more than one ball this time.
Oh yeah, well Sudbury.com, Heather reached out to me and she did an article with me. So after that interview, I got a lot of love and support. So I'm like, well, maybe it's time to invest in more than one ball. But Walmart had ended up buying 10 balls. So.
Okay, so yeah, you did this a lot.
That's better. Just get it on target.
Who's that's shooting?
It's my friend Al Viancourt.
He's got to be patient too.
Oh yeah, he's This is kind of my motivational one. I always like to make a motivational one.
All right, so you've gathered up the balls. You're heading back up the hill. You're going to give it one more try. And here it comes. Yes!
Yes. I still love it. I still love that feeling.
You know, it doesn't matter that it took you. How many tries in all was that
That
one?
was probably around 80 tries.
80?
Yeah, at least 80.
Okay.
Because every time, so I'd go shoot 10 balls, but the problem is when you're in a big gully like that, the wind switches every shot. So every shot, it would curve left, then it would curve right, and then the wind would be with me, and then it would be behind me, and then, and then climbing up that, I'll tell you, it was the best workout I ever had, and for that moment when I sunk that shot, it was well worth it.
So, you know what? The real hero here, after hearing that was 80 tries,
Yeah.
is a woman named Andriana.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's my wife, my love and support. She's the backbone of this whole
I didn't tell you I was going to do this, and I didn't tell her I was going to do this. Bring her on. Andriana, come up front.
Perfect. My beautiful wife, most beautiful girl in the world.
Parker wants to know how to spell her name, first of all.
Andryanna.
Andry.
Yep.
Anna. And same last name?
Gonko.
Gonko. Okay, Parker needs it for the graphics. Okay, Andriana, you are a saint. I mean, the fact you're still smiling right now, and we saw this guy. He took a tour of Sudbury. He's gone for hours at a time, and you let this happen.
Well, Kevin, I have 3 younger brothers. I grew up in a big family. We are Ukrainian, we're European. Ryan has 2 sisters. There's 8 nieces and nephews. I think patience is definitely my virtue, and I mean, it's all in good fun, and I know it's making a lot of people happy, and it is a welcome distraction for ourselves and our family, during quarantine and self-isolation. So it's been pretty fun for us. I mean, even though sometimes when I ask my kids where Ryan is and they say the highlight reel, I could cringe sometimes. It's all in good fun.
Ryan, I want you to look to your right now. And I want you to thank her for allowing you to take so much time doing this. I mean, we enjoy it, we love it, but knowing that there's someone waiting at home, stop that. But you tell her.
Well, she already knows how much she means to me and how much she's a big support.
Yes.
Like, she's the backbone of this family. She keeps this family going forward with the 2 boys. We love her. She's the rock of the family, and she means the world to me. So
that is sweet.
there's not enough words to say how much she means to me.
That is absolutely amazing. All right, so you know what? I think that, okay, I'm going to get in touch with the mayor, and
Okay.
we're going to...
Can we answer Charity's question real quick?
Yeah.
Everybody always asks me how long it takes to do a shot, and I always answer the same reply. Do you ask Al Pacino how many scenes it took him to do Scarface? He just like the finished project.
Okay, well, I'm hoping that we'll have an update on this.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah, I you know what? We'll maybe we could do something for charity. I don't know.
I would love that. Even if people we did it for a charity, there's a lot of charities around here that could use support during this time. So definitely, if we did something where you pay $5 and you guess how many shots it's gonna take.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
It's for fun. Make it.
What would you guess right now? What would you guess right now? Do you have that picture of Brady Square? I'm sorry, I asked. Parker had got the picture before, and. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on 1 second. It's just going to put it, because he found a picture of Sudbury City Hall, so hold on. Give me 1 second. Did it go in? Okay. takes a while for it to because just to give people an idea if they're not familiar with it, because you think, oh, you know.
But before we I just want to give a shout out to a few people that
Hold on, because I'm going to let you do. I'm going to actually do that. So just before we do that, so there you go. There is Sudbury City Hall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, give or take, 13, 14 floors, and then it's up on a bit of a rise. Yeah. Okay. I think this would be. I can't see why the mayor would say no.
Yeah, no, it's all for good fun. I would love it. It would be awesome. So thank you for even allowing me to talk to him, to even ask him that. So that'd be.
And Diana has a question here for you, Ryan. And I think the answer is yes, because she recognizes the name. Played junior hockey.
I did play a year for I was drafted to Plymouth Whalers, but I never played for Plymouth. And then I played a year for the Northern Wolves in Sudbury, a junior team, and then I moved to Owen Sound and played for the Grays for 3 years. And then I went to college in Windsor for a year, and we just played American schools. We were trying to get into a Division II league there. We didn't end up getting into the league, and then that's when I moved home to work with my dad's business.
You never played for those pesky Spitfires then?
No, never.
Okay. Okay, so I want to give you time because I love the fact that you're honoring so many people in your videos by thanking them, and you thank your wife. You do. I know that. So I'm going to give you some time here. The stream is yours. Who do you want to thank?
Okay, I want to start off by thanking my immediate family, mom, dad, sisters, my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law. I love them. They all support me, cheer me on when I shoot. Special thanks to obviously Nick Polino, who really helps out. Throw the highlight reel. Lucas Faganelli, who does my editing. He basically started the Twitter, the Instagram, Facebook for me. I'm not very good technical, so that's where he came in play. And then Chris Cacchiotti actually really helped out too. He's the one who actually came on the Sudbury tour with me. He's a very big part of Sudbury. He's in the Rotary, so he was part of the Sudbury tour and he did all the editing. So those 4 people really continue to, and all my friends and family who share my posts, like my posts, people that I don't know follow me, always leave positive messages. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I can't thank you guys all enough for all the love and support.
Okay, I want to show people your social media accounts. On Facebook and on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, Trix. And on Twitter, 12Poly.
Yes.
So give them a follow. And then you're also on TikTok.
Yes.
Which one? Sorry, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying, Trick. There's no S on that with TikTok.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is you try and get the same one for all of them, and you can't always.
But not enough characters. I know people don't think that it's a long name, but it started out with that little saying as a joke to friends, so it just kind of stuck. So, and I like to give the finger guns too as well. So.
All right, can you do something for me right now?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
We're just going to do a basic tutorial on how to shoot, I know you want to lift the thing up. So I'm just going to show you basically how I do it. I basically usually, for a shot like this that's 10 feet, I line my head up, kind of basically under the net.
Okay.
I'm just going to let the ball kind of roll off my fingers and just,
Oh.
Fish.
You didn't even flinch. You didn't even, I would be, looking back, lining up. If you overthink it, does that?
And my biggest thing too is I've never actually played basketball, but I just know that when you're on, you're on. You look at the Michael Jordan or Reggie Miller, Kyle Lowry. When they're on, they can shoot from anywhere. And then there's days where I'm not on and I can't shoot. So I've missed. I felt the dud there. I know when it's going in and when it's gonna go bad. So you're just going to roll it off the fingers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask you to do something. I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
Can you bounce it off something into the? I know that it's going to take more, but do you have a little table there or something that you can bounce off?
Yeah, we can.
I love how he just says yes. That's amazing.
Let's see if we could just do like a little one off. I don't want to spend too much time with all the people, but I'll try to do like just a little.
So do you have to now do a little geometry in your mind? How were you at geometry, by the way?
It's all math. You got to adjust where you think it's going to bounce, how it's going to bounce. Is it going to go far enough? Should you move the net down? The good thing with the little Tykes net is you can adjust it from different areas. Also, I actually emailed Little Tykes numerous times. Their age limit is 5 months, 18 months to 5 years, and I've tried to get them to change it to 50 years. But contact me back. I'd really appreciate it if they contacted me back with this.
You got it.
All right.
Okay, So now, folks, this is not planned. I didn't ask him to do this. So,
I'll try. I'll just. It's going to be too deep.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying.
It's like watching Beethoven compose a symphony.
Too deep?
Too deep.
Yeah, so I'd probably have to go farther with this one because.
Oh! Oh my God! All right, I'm gonna give you take.
One more try because we'll go deeper because that's where I seem to be hitting.
All right, everybody, we need support.
Little Tykes net, you can just adjust down. Love it. If you have kids, you should buy them one.
There's a Little Tykes commercial.
Tell them to change their age though. Is it right or deep still?
Too deep.
Okay.
Too deep.
Working back.
So you've got your own lingo too.
Yeah, oh yeah. I figured out like the. Yeah, it's kind of too. I like to use my phone, which I.
You mean having the phone in your hand?
It kind of has been like my guidance, for many years, like just to kind of see like where to shoot it. Like I could shoot it without the phone, but it also helps like with the bank shots. That's why I like to use a phone.
Yeah.
I could see exactly where I'm aiming, where I want to go, because I'm pretty accurate when I see it. But if it's blind and I'm trying to do bounces, it's very difficult just to kind of guess. But I'll try one more time, or a few more times, and then if I don't get,
you've got a lot of support. Everyone's here. Is it go Ryan? Positive vibes. You got this, Ryan.
Short.
Wow.
I can see it in your head. You're readjusting.
Oh.
But you hit the table.
Yeah, I know. But we want to hit the net. We want it to go in.
Okay.
We don't like the table. Too deep, Dave.
Yeah. Too deep.
Yeah, my arms warmed up now, so.
Oh! Yeah, this is it.
Oh.
Yeah, off the rim. I'd have to move the net. If you want, I could sit here all day and show you guys because I don't give up.
Okay, what do you say,
now
Ready?
I'm upset.
That's up to my viewers. That's totally up to my viewers. If do you want to keep doing this? I mean, I don't have commercials and I don't have any limit, but you tell me. Does everybody?
I'll just touch the net a little bit here.
Okay, so let's see what my viewers say. They say we're bored. Hold on. I'm just waiting. Again, I'm waiting for everything to catch up here, or the stream to catch up. Oh, there's Kristen, the first one up, saying keep going. Paula, keep going.
I like it. I love the support. Tell them they're welcome in my backyard anytime.
You can do it, Ryan. I've got nowhere to be. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Tammy says we have nowhere to be anyway.
Yeah, perfect. I don't have anywhere to go. The kids are at my parents' house, so
Okay.
I'll let my wife.
Does it bother you that I'm talking? Someone's saying shh, Kevin.
All right, you guys ready for the highlight reel? I think I was just missing my
You're
bling.
Oh. Oh! Come on, come on.
Two deep came
Oh, holy cow. No, I mean, even to get it that close. Do you play basketball? Did you ever play basketball?
played basketball in my life. Could just throw a ball from behind.
Oh my gosh, the Raptors might need this.
Well, tell them if they're looking for just a guy in the paint who likes to shoot backwards, I'm available.
Oh, the Globetrotters could use you.
One more round.
All right.
We'll get.
One more round. Here we go. Here we go.
This is the best part about the highlight reel is the exercise.
Yeah, well, the best part actually for people watching is they only see the actual shot. Oh!
Those are frustrating, those ones.
Yes! All right. All right. Fantastic. Oh, that's
Thank you for staying with me there.
that is still amazing, even after all those tries. I mean, I would be there for days.
Yeah.
And never.
Well, the ones where you hit the rim, they really hurt. You get pretty upset when you hit the rim, and then it drives you more.
Wow.
You're like, you got this.
All right, let's remind people of your social media.
So I'm on TikTok at You Know What I'm Saying Trick. I'm on Twitter at Pauly21. I'm on
Is it
Facebook.
I think it's 12 Polly. 1-2
Paul
Polly.
Pauly, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
I did that a
Let
long
me
time
help
ago.
you out there.
Perfect. There you go.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, Ryan, we're definitely going to talk again.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the love and sport. It means the world.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so
Well,
Ryan,
and especially for all the Kevin Isolator fans that have tuned in, positive messages, and it truly does mean the world. I really hope everybody has a good day, and I can't thank you guys enough.
well, and a person like you and what you do is more important than you know, Ryan. You've given people for the last 32 minutes something to smile about.
Yeah.
You heard the start of the show. People were thinking about what's going on south of the border. But you know what? What you do is silly. What you do is there's no point to it. But
Exactly.
isn't that what's so great? It's a distraction, and it's just something to keep. It's like meditating in
Yeah.
a way, right?
Like one of the best advice I was ever given. You get one shot of life, so do what makes you happy, and making people happy is what makes me happy. So yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing this, and and you think you can do this. So if I'm able to try and convince the mayor,
We can get that shot for sure. We'll
you
bring the
think
ball.
you can?
Yeah, come on, Mayor.
Okay.
You got this. Yeah, 100% we got this. Never give up.
Okay. All right. We will get back to you then. Great. Ethel just said she feels like a 10 now. So there you
Perfect.
cheered up Ethel. All right. Ryan and Andriana, thank you very much for sharing your backyard with us and for the highlight reel. And we will be talking again very soon.
I can't thank you guys enough. All the best, eh?
All right. Take
All
care,
right,
my
and-
friend.
Okay, bye.
All right. Isn't that fantastic? That is fantastic. It is. And I'm sorry, I always keep forgetting to tell my guests. Once I finish talking, it's okay for you guys to hang up, but sometimes people will sit there and I forget about them. So thank you very much, guys. So yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that. I will forget about people on Skype, and Parker and I will be wrapping up, and after the show is over, and we finished, and we turn it back on, and they're still sitting there. So I keep forgetting to tell them that. Yeah, like I said, there was no point to what he does. It is silly. But it is something to smile about. It is something that can take your mind away, even if it's just for a short minute, until I go and remind you about all the bad that is happening out there as well. And I want to talk to you today. I was talking to a friend today who she was saying she is one of the biggest difficulties she has is trying to explain to her young kids about what's going on south of the border, and they're feeling guilty and they're feeling bad themselves. So I didn't know what to say. So I promised what I would do is I would have someone on, I'm hoping tomorrow, about how to talk to your kids about this. And sometimes when we hear about how to talk to kids, it helps us as well. But for now, all we can do is the best. And all we can do is demand change. There's no doubt change is needed, so we need to demand that it happens. This has happened so many times before, where we've had an incident, there's been riots, there's been all sorts of promises from politicians, and then it goes away. But it never goes away, does it? So we need to hold our politicians to task on this one. That's what you can do. You want to do something positive? That's what you can do. Take action. Tell them you're not going to be satisfied with just letting it go. Because what happens is politicians will tell you what you want to hear. A lot of them have all the best intentions. But as we get further and further away from this death, it comes out of the news cycle more and more, and it gets forgotten. But the problem still exists. So that's what you can do, is say, we're not going to forget this time. None of us are. So if you want to do something positive for yourself, send a text. All the politicians are on Twitter and Facebook, and they have people that read all of them. And if they get enough saying, no, we're not going to accept this anymore. We need positive change, and we need to work together, and we need to come together on this one. This was the murder of a black man, but the systemic racism that it came out of is not just an affront to the black community. It is an affront to all of us as human beings. No one in our society should be treated differently because of the color of their skin, because of their race, because of their gender. No one. So don't think that this doesn't have an impact on you. And please don't think there's not a problem. There is. Just keep that lighting that fire underneath them. They'll do it. They'll do it. We can't let this one go this time. We can't. This fight has been going on for decades and decades and decades. It is, we thought in the 60s, wow, we have civil rights. Everything's okay. In the 70s, in the 80s, didn't go away. It didn't go away. And it's not going to go away this time. It is not. And it's going to stay the same unless we say we've had enough, we're fed up. I told you the show's about positivity. And that's positive. Because we've had enough. Everyone has had enough. So, yeah, this is, it's about a negative story. But the positive side is, I think there is the will there right now of people in general. What did Tammy say? I had a discussion with my 11-year-old daughter today about all of this. She asked me what happened because she had seen the video. It was a hard conversation, but had to be done. She also wants to be a police officer when she grows up. She's an 11-year-old girl, and she wants to be a police officer. And we want her to be the right kind of police officer. So I think definitely I'm going to get in touch with my friends over at Beacon, Mind Beacon, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow. We're going to talk about this, how to talk to your kids about this, because in essence, they're the most important people to listen. Us old people, we're already set in our ways, and the system is set in its ways. Tammy's daughter is going to be the ones that is going to help change the system and be the change in the system. So we need to help our kids, and we need to help them understand, and we need to help them not be scared. And we need to help them not be scared to speak up. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. Air ambulance is just landing. There we go. Hello to everyone at Orange. And thank you for what you do, and thank you to all of our frontline workers. You know what? I think what I'm going to leave you with is let's show the highlight reel again, Parker, and call it a night. And I want you to go away with a smile on your face. I want you to go away positively. I want you to go away feeling empowered and that you can make a difference. So until tomorrow, thanks for joining me. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.
COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even have a stand. Hey, coronavirus, I